down slugger. Why after why we ain't never got us up and made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Ward. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Going to set him back 5 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This defense for the Pats, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shoot. Switch it.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They hand this off to Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. Off the play fake, Jones. And that's going to be caught for the Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ward forced out to his left. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Ward to throw on second down. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll lead here to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw is Ward. To throw on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They go play action here on first down. And caught by Henry. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
51 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. On the ground, it's Harris. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He gets it complete to Harris. Touchdown! Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up.
This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Here's a give to Dobbins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Ward. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He'll field this at the 5. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Off the play fake. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to drop this down at Harris, middle of the field.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jones off the play fake. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Open man is born. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football from the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones. Off play action. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ward now, throwing on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Moore. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And some room to roam now. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 77 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's Ward. Off the play fake. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Washington on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Jones now on first down. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Jones throw there complete to Myers. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. The quick slant caught. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Neal. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ward. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Ward. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a dump off here complete, finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go option to the short side. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check 50, check 50.
Now Ward on 1st and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Ward throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game